and it has a chain that wraps almost into like this big bracer type thing that like the chain just wraps around. So as you throw it, it's kind of like the hook shot.
Nice. Um, Hang on, I'm just trying to see.
It'd still be your same bonuses, your same everything. It's still
Yeah,
a
I think I'm gonna rage so that I get ancestral protectors. Just
okay.
just out there.
Okay.
Raging, I'm mad that they're laughing. Uh, yeah, making an attack roll with, yeah, I guess that's gonna be the fireball.
Yeah. So yeah, really you can just roll your pyre maul as regular.
Like,
20, I assume hits.
Oh yeah.
So you take that 16 damage.
Is that what kind of damage?
Uh, I'd say you wouldn't take the fire damage.
Okay, so 15.
So 15 points of damage as it hits you, but you're able to grab onto it. Um,
All right.
and easily enough, you're strong enough, Christopher, and with Bell there too, you can pull
can I
Felix.
use my reaction to reduce damage by 3d6?
Yes, you can. So 7 points of damage. Hey, you just saved him from falling down 100-foot deep pit.
Oh Jesus.
uh, so yeah, so you grab him, and as you pull him through, his like head just pops through the floor. And the cackling kind of subsides. But you now kind of know that this is an illusion, and you do see there's like a fair amount of ivy and that you could probably climb down. Um, might be a little difficult, but the pit is very far down. Probably you can't even see the bottom again. It's outside of your dark vision, and as I said, it's very eerily dark here. So, um, yeah, but you would have noticed, Felix, that there were definitely things to grab onto. You just didn't grab onto the right thing. So,
Well, is this is the only other path to go, right? Like straight ahead was just a wall, right?
straight ahead. What you sensed from this is that this was a trap. It was meant to look like that. Straight ahead is just a wall. Like even as you're like pulled up, like you kind of like throw a rock against the wall uh and it just clatters off and falls into the pit.
Well, I think we might need to go down this hole as well.
Going
Okay.
down the
Yeah, if you all
mysterious
want to
holes.
climb, everyone make just an athletics check. If you have climbing gear, you can use that to not have to make a check. Um, so I think you guys do have climbing gear, but it's in the bag of holding, which is with Carrick. Oh, no. Um, I will allow you, if you want, because I didn't think about that, to take one thing from the bag of holding. Felix, you got a 6.
Yeah. If I fall
Um,
100 feet, maybe not 100 feet.
um,
Maybe I lose my footing at like 50 feet or something.
yeah, I'll give you that you fall at 50 feet. You fall and um, let's see. You take
Oh man.
16 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
It's okay. This is
I,
I
I
think he gets
wasn't
the
within 30 feet of him, right?
Your rage would have subsided at this point as
Yeah.
you're
All
climbing
right.
down,
I
unless
think
you were continually attacking things.
Felix gets up and brushes himself off. I think he's clearly embarrassed about his climbing down here skills.
um, hold up, hold up. If you want to, I'll give you advantage on that because you do have second story work.
Okay. Let's
So
reverse that.
I'll give you advantage. I might.
Could I
reverse.
use acrobatics?
Sure. You can use acrobatics.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Okay, you're just fine. Reverse that. You take. I'm still gonna give you 4 damage of pride, psychic damage.
Pure pride damage.
You fall, and like what happens is you're like trying to like strength your way down. And you're like, oh, really? I should be like hopping and doing that. And so you fall, and like one of the beefy boys just grabs your arm as you fall and like jerks your shoulder out of place for a second, and then swings you down, and then you're able to get down the rest of the way.
Like he's all the way down and then just thinks there's one extra stair and like springs the single.
Yeah. Okay, so this door is
Trying to
open.
showboat. Like, no, I'm fine. I got this. Ow! Oh!
This is a very weird map because there's no real way to delineate height. But so I guess we could mark it like these 2 squares are 100. Is that like hit? Here, I'll just put a rectangle. Just this denotes that this is kind of the shaft that's going up and down, which is actually on the real map, but I don't want to put it there because then you would see it. And this map took forever to make. So as you get down here, you're standing in about 2 feet of water. And it's just old, stagnant water. Just has been sitting. It's not like, it's kind of gross. So, but you are all down, kind of right in this first hallway.
Hang on, I'll grab that.
Whoop. Okay.
We link up, tie up on rope.
Yeah, you can all tie up like a length of rope with just the 3 of you. It'd probably give you what, 50 feet of rope, go around your butt. Probably have about 10 feet in between each of you. If you're creating like a good belay line.
And I think there's a knot you can do to detach yourself if you so choose.
That, yes, it's something connected to like some hoop on your belts. You devised this when you were climbing a mountain 17
You
years
asked me
ago.
what knot it would be if I knew off the top of my head, and then I looked it up, and it's a prusik knot. So
A press-it knot?
just in case you ever want to know.
Okay. So you, amazingly, things that you've done in your adventuring career have come back to help you. It's almost like you're learning.
I learned some spices that I've since forgotten.
You're very
Yep.
blurry, Scott. I don't know why.
Yeah, it like if I move too close to it, I have to focus it. This is what I get for just not using my phone.
Oh, there we go. You're well focused there.
Yeah, I have to mess with some settings on it, but what if we move it over here? Then you just see hats. Because they've done this earlier.
The autofocus ain't autofocusing.
No, autofocusing is not focusing. Let's see, do I have that control panel up? Oh, there we go.
Yay!
It just, but yeah, I think it happens because if I turn the zoom off, that should help. so you don't have to. Image adjustments, autofocus. So now if I turn autofocus off, I bet that will actually help. There we go.
Yay!
I bought Morrowind on Steam because it was $12, and I played it to the point of watching the guy fall from the sky and laughed, and I think that that's all that I actually needed. Are the Nuggets the late game?
Yeah, I think they would have been earlier if the Knicks Pacers hadn't gone to Game 7 also, or 6. And they're at 1.
6.
They're at 1:30. We're at 6.
Yeah. I hate that the ESPN app now puts betting things underneath every single thing. Like, I don't care about odds and betting.
It's very
That's just 'cause you can't bet.
Stop pushing America's like crazy
Financial
gambling
shits.
addiction.
Yeah, no
They,
kidding.
I mean, they absolutely must be making money hand over fist by push like the deals they've made. But
There was over sports betting. There was $9 billion in sports betting last year. After one of the first year number 1 or 1.5 of it being completely legal in every state.
oh, it's not legal here still.
I thought it is. I thought that online it still is.
No,
you will
it's
know.
the
You will
blocks here.
know when it becomes legal because you will get nothing but sportsbook ads.
Yeah, no, it's still. If you try to sign up in Utah, it's still blocked.
Oh, okay. Legal in most states.
Like you can see all the stuff, like all the lines and all that, but when it's legal, you get nothing but ads. They're everywhere, especially during a sporting event.
It feels. I get it for the adult fans. It feels irresponsible given how many, for sure under 21, probably under 18,
it's
probably under 16 that watch sports. Like, it feels irresponsible to put that much focus on betting when it's at least half the audience has to be young adults or kids.
It's weird that it's allowed at all. It feels similar to like cigarette advertisements for, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it feels similar in vein, and I'm sure there will be regulation at some
Yeah,
point.
there's got to be a correction.
It's it's one of those things.
We never thought about it before because we weren't.
Goof up the regulation. It's kind of like how THC is actually legal in Utah. It just has to be a certain percentage of CBD to THC content. They just fucked up the law. It is completely legal to sell weed in Utah as long as the CBD content is 10x the THC content. So it will just put you straight to sleep. But
a regular amount of THC, but 10 times the CBD.
The next legislative session, they will be changing the law because guess what happens when you have a bunch of Mormon people create a law for something that they don't understand? They do it wrong. But, yeah, it's. I don't like it. Sports betting has not improved sports.
If anything, it has made. There's been a weird correlation with refs across all sports being really shitty. And I'm not gonna say it's related, but it might be.
Conspiracy theorist TJ over here.
I think
as long as Angel Hernandez have a job, I will be confused.
Because of no kidding. It has a very specific if you could spare $50 and you want to put
it does.
It's very much managed gambling that is fun.
it's always existed, right? You could always go to the sports book, but you had to live in a state near one that you could physically go to. So this new, again, it's a technological marvel.
You can press 3 buttons and make a bet.
Yeah, and so it's very fun. It can be very fun, but it's like, I don't know, man.
It's
very dangerous.
Having cousins just ask me about Utah players to make prop bets, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Anyways, you guys are in a hallway. Yeah, as you're down at the bottom of this, there is a way to the north here and a way to the south. You can see in the south, you can kind of peek around. It looks like it's leading to a room. Everything, like I said, like all these striped lined areas, you can assume you're in about 2 feet of water. So which way do you go?
We flip a coin. Nope. That'll move it south.
I was just glancing, just assessing my surroundings.
You see anything that makes you want to go down that way?
Trying to tell what these are.
As you look into that room, you see 2 stone pews at the center of the room and a triangular altar in the room's southwestern corner. I think that's supposed to be southeastern corner, but that suggests this room was once a chapel. Floor is flooded with 2 feet of standing water, and that's all you could probably see from here.
Well, Thel's gonna go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, walking in, from above, massive roots cascade down from the ceiling, interweaving with the walls. Amidst the entangled vines and ivy, 5 metal switches jut out, catching your attention with their distinct presence. All 4 switches are in the down position. The triangular altar is 4 feet high and measures 3 feet on its shorter sides and 4 feet on its longer side. So never mind that that's an equilateral triangle. They didn't have the one I needed.
So you said 4 of the 5 switches are down?
All are down.
All of the switches are down.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just, the switches are there, they are not in their actual spots. So okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what's in this room, is those 5 switches in this altar. Investigate around, you can do things like that.
Yeah, check around. See what hints might be there.
Okay.
Can I look at the switches and see if there's like any indication?
I have to give you something. Yeah, go ahead and... So you want to look at the switches? Here, give me 1 second. Oh, no, you don't need that handout. No. That's essentially exactly what I already told you. All the switches are down. But what do you want to investigate?
I just want to see if there's any indication of when the switches were last used.
Make an investigation check. What you would notice 4 fucking ever ago. Like they've been any indication that you could have seen of where these things might have sat before is long gone. It's with just the dust collection and that of time. You would just think that this is the position they've been in for at least 100 years, if not much longer. Anything else anyone wants to check in this?
Oh, check out this altar thing.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, yes. Phil's strong suit. Thinking. Oh, God.
You go, yep. This is an altar. It's halfway submerged in the water. That's all you really got here. There's some switches and an altar and some water.
I'm very worried about pressing a switch and getting electrocuted because we're standing in water.
Yeah. What you would know is that, I guess it's because it's not on the map, you actually step down to the altar. The altar is like another 2 feet. The altar is completely submerged in the water. So.
Look around just for some sort of writing or something to tell us what switches, what order to do the switches.
Make a perception check.
All right.
With a 20, you're just kind of looking around on it's the pews, while mostly in water, what you do find is a book. Like, this was some sort of religious place, and it almost looks like an old Bible or old hymnal in there, and you kind of open it up and it immediately falls apart inside your hands. However, you do find just a little rubbing of what seems like some sort of hint to this. And what it has is the 2 lines, a triangle, and then in the top right hand corner is an arrow pointing up.
2 lines, a triangle, and an arrow pointing up.
And it's sort of like this. So here I can draw it real quick. It'd be something like this, this. And over in this corner, that. And then everything else is faded away or not there.
Was that on the map? It was written?
Yeah, what I put in room T.
Sorry, did you draw something on the map?
Oh shit. You guys can't see that, can you? Like that.
Where?
Can you change the color to red or something? So there's lots of lines.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh yeah, there's already that's what confused me.
So it goes square, square, triangle, and up in this corner is a triangle pointing upwards.
All right, so there's the.
So it looks very similar to these pews and the triangle here, but we're missing the second triangle. I don't know if I don't know if that's anything, but
yeah. So that is what you're able to find that might be helpful for this. But that's you guys probably spent about 15 minutes in this room at this point, and there's not a lot else.
Thel walks over and flips this switch.
So from the down position to the up position?
Yeah.
It flips, you have to almost push it pretty hard because it obviously hasn't been moved in a while, but it does flip up into the up position. But nothing happens.
Is this another room?
Should we do? Yeah, we could go up.
Okay.
Or we could flip all the switches.
And just as we've said in other places, do not just explore yourselves around because, spoiler alert, there's traps here.
Should we flip the rest of the switches, or should we continue exploring?
So nothing happened with the switch?
It flipped. It flipped, but you didn't. No one heard anything. No one.
I'll flip this one.
Okay. Nothing happens.
It doesn't move? It just flips.
No, it moves. All of them, like, I'll just say, just so we don't ask every time, all of them move. But
I'm gonna flip this one.
It flips.
Great.
You now have 3 of the 4 in the up position.
Let's do the last 2. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
They are all in the up position.
Hell yeah! Okay. Nothing so far.
That was like just such a adrenaline high. Every single one. I'm like, are we gonna die? And then nothing happened.
A big snake falls on your head. No, not really.
Why is there gonna be snakes?
No, upon moving all of this, nothing happens.
All right.
Okay. Flip the. Okay, I'm gonna flip the 2 on the bottom down.
Okay, the 2 at the bottom are down.
Oh man. Because if you look at it this way, then
I'll give you, with that perception check, and looking at this book, you would understand that this is just half of the solution.
Oh, okay.
This is not giving you the solution.
All right, let's keep moving.
Okay.
I say we go up this way.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Okay, so if you just look at this, let me just. How do you pick? Is this the? That's the thing. All right. So, just altar here, 2 pews, and there's this one pointing, which I think is this switch here. So
I will just give you that. That is correct.
all right. So I'm just gonna have that one flipped. I'm gonna switch them all so that only that one is flipped.
Okay, and that is, you are just right back at one's up and the other 4 are down.
Okay, great.
You are at using your information. Step 1 of what you know. Okay. Oh, and as a reminder, just because Jake, you might have been away. You are all tethered together within 10 feet of each other. However, there is a knot that you can undo to, like, if need be. I would say, is it Felix in the middle and the other 2 on the ends, or how do people want to be?
Seems right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So where do you go next?
Gotta go up.
Yeah. Head to TO3A or whatever that number that's half in the dark. I can't see.
3A, B. Yep.
Let's see. Okay. Everybody roll initiative. Okay, 19, 12.
Not single digits. Look at me.
I think that's
You didn't even beat me. That's the first.
Rolled.
That's the first time I think you've ever beaten me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So, yeah, I just need to keep track. I'd say each person do something in this room that you want to do. Is there a description of this room? Oh yeah. So this, as you walk into this room, it's just a very much like the other rooms. What you have noticed is these, like, above you, like, they're almost like cathedral-like ceilings. They're 40 feet tall, and like fine like engravings in this sandstone. Like, these look like this was definitely like a place of wealth and power at some point. So there's that. That's kind of all that's in this room. Otherwise, it's just a square to the North are two pathways that like kind of little alcoves that you could go into and explore. And then there's an exit to the left as well that you already would have known and seen from before. So,
is there any sort of like detect trap we could do ahead of time, or?
You could inspect for traps, or the best person. It's an investigation check, so the best person to do that would be Felix. If you guys all just kind of want to wait for his turn.
I'll
just
just prepare. Yeah, I'll prepare.
Prepare your weapons.
My chain.
Okay, I'm gonna roll investigation, see what I can come up with. 24.
On 24. You're the last person, or no, you're not the last person, but the moment that Fel, in his full plate armor, kind of walks in onto this stone step that you're feeling, you feel the slightest little, and you look down and you see a thin line across the wall to the south that is just completely like 4 inches lower. Like you notice that the kind of like as a pendulum, the floor has gone down just a bit. And I'll say because that's at a 12, you guys can all make a group dexterity saving throw to jump backwards from where you were.
This is +3, right?
Yeah, +3. So 13. You have 21.
Oh.
Oh Lord, with a 10, that's 2 failures and success. You're standing there, like Christopher. Just the ropes in this case did not help. Like the two of them jumped back, but you're all kind of tangled together, so you aren't able to all jump back like in a smooth unit, and you fall down and all the water that is in this room also pours down on top of you, and you are now in a what you fell 20 feet, but with the water you don't take any damage. You are in about 5 feet of water underneath in this half of a room. So just for kind of sake of what it looks like, it is like you are on this half of a room about 20 feet below where you were. We'll keep that initiative. You are all splashed into the water. We now actually are going to need the turn tracker.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna run to the background.
Okay. Remove all turns. Clear. You two you were 12.16, and you were 17.12. Christopher was 18.4. And as you all land in the water, you all hear this splash, but as this thing had kind of tilted and doing that, you do hear something splash on the other side of the wall that's now completely vertical with you. You can't see much in front of you as this water is kind of like dripping down. It's kind of like a very thick rainstorm as all this water is around. It's very dark. And you are just coming up from some very old water. So there's that. Christopher's first, so we'll go off off that. We will add turn. Oh my lord, it's so nice to have a computer that actually runs things and I don't have to wait a minute for a character sheet to open. As that happens, you do immediately hear two large thuds against the wall on the that is now completely vertical 90 degrees. However, they're just that. They're just thuds, as if some large type of creature is hitting the wall that just must have pushed it. So, with that, Christopher, you're up first.
Oh. So what? Sorry, nutshell.
In a nutshell, about 25. You just fell about 25 feet, and are in about 5 feet of water. As this floor is completely vertical in front of you. Yeah. And you can't see very well because of the water that's like still like cascading in here and misting up, because a lot of that water that was standing above is draining now into this pit. And you just heard two big thuds come from the other side of this, other side of the wall.
I guess I'll just prepare to attack.
Okay, so see anything and you'll attack it?
Yep.
Okay. Fel, what do you do? You are still all tied together.
Probably not do that, right?
So your movement would be restricted to within 10 feet of any other person.
Okay, yeah, I'm detaching myself too.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to detach yourself.
Yeah, I detached myself, I guess, and I have no visible target, correct?
No, and you can barely see down here with all the mist that's obscuring things.
Yeah, I guess I move 5 feet this way, and then I just prep an attack.
Okay. Yeah, you would know that like this isn't like completely walled off. There is like probably like a 5-foot gap underneath the bottom. So you could technically go underneath the wall if you wanted. I should have said that.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm feeling like I need to get my bearings first before I dive headlong into water in plate armor. So
okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's up to you, Felix. You now just have a piece of rope against you.
Well, wait, did Fel untie himself?
I did, yes.
Okay, in that case, I'll just go with the rope. I'm gonna go under the water and see what I can.
Okay.
Try and
go under.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
try
go
and
under.
Scout. Make a perception check as you swim under the water, but make it with disadvantage. Or I'll give you investigation on this. You can take that. That's good enough. Unless you want to do investigation.
No, I've not been rolling well, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Yeah. You dive under and kind of like squinting through your eyes. It's dark as hell. What you do see is like kind of where those thuds had happened. You see just two, like, it's almost like pillars of mud and clay coming out, and it's kind of like moving around in the water. That is what you kind of see on the other side of this wall is that. So that would move you up to about right where that dude is. I'll go ahead and just, I guess I'll just reveal him on the map. Boink. Big old something.
It looks like another golem, and if it's another golem, I'm gonna be sad.
It is another golem. Nothing but golems.
It's golems all the way down. Okay.
Yeah, you do notice him, so you know, and you can like pop up and say what's on the other side, and then you can use the rest of your movement. Everyone does have half movement right now, so keep that in mind.
Can I use the earrings to message Christopher?
Yeah.
It's a there's a big old golem on this side because we have fought them before.
Yeah, you would recognize this as some sort of construct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to stay right where you are, or?
If it's possible, I'd like to stealth past him and go to this right hallway. And see if there's anything like you said I could go under the wall, right?
Yes, you can go under the wall.
So could I stealth underwater a little bit?
Yep, go ahead. Let me roll a perception check to see if he noticed you kind of swimming there. Or again, go ahead and roll your stealth check to see if he notices you walk by.
I'm rolling like dog shit.
He got a 12, so doesn't notice you, and you can get down into that, or wherever you want to go up there. You have 40 feet of movement.
So it's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get to here. Actually, we'll go up to here. Is there anything I notice?
It is a. Let me just look real quick. It is a door.
Okay. I basically my goal right now for Chris and TJ is to try and figure out how to stop this golem without fucking fighting it.
Oops.
Whoops.
Wait,
Whoops.
there's a call. Has he been like punching the wall?
He just punched it twice.
Okay.
I guess I will now say that this is no longer question mark. This is now play golem. Okay.
Can I attack his feet from under the?
No.
No.
No. But with the end of his turn, anyways, you've been holding your attack. As this turn ends, it now kind of pushes both you and Fel against the wall as the thing corrects itself. And you are now just in a dark room with 5 feet of water with a monster you can barely see. Standing there. I would say, since you both held your attacks, you were pushed away, so you are at distance from whatever it is. So I'll give you a ranged attack of some sort.
All right.
First, already coming into useful. Saved your friend from falling 100 feet.
So yeah, Paramount.
Okay.
Can I do this reckless? Yeah. No.
Well, no, from a distance you can't throw it.
Oh,
reckless.
got it. That's fair.
And you only get one because it costs your bonus action to bring it back. And so you're throwing it at him, and yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt hits.
Oh, yeah. I guess I hadn't said I was raging, so.
No, so you don't get the rage damage,
yeah.
but a good big hit. Also a hit, but not quite as big. This huge hammer flies through the air and strikes this thing, knocks it back, and then just a little bolt just. But that will. I definitely was not prepared for that, so it is going to. How much damage is that total?
27.
27.
I didn't feel like electricity while we're standing in this water was the best idea, so I didn't start throwing lightning bolts like I normally would.
Yeah. You would have noticed though that as that arrow went into it, it just kind of, was like shooting an arrow into clay and might not have done quite as much as you thought it was going to. So it actually only did 23 damage. Okay, with that, it is the clay golem's turn. Who is going to... What is it going to do? Oh, yeah. I guess it just got hit by these two things. It is going to run up and take one slam attack on each of you. So let's see, what do we got? This is +8. Oh no. 13-21 to hit Uthel.
That is my armor. 21.
Right. And then to hit Christopher is an 8. Assume that doesn't hit. So you take 2d10 +5. 12 points of damage. No, 13 points of damage. And your hit point maximum. No, never mind. It's not. You're good. So you take 12. Yeah, you take that much damage, and then the golem just kind of stands there and just is like, "Ugh." It's a big thing of clay. I don't know how it can't do anything. It understands languages but cannot speak. It just goes blah, blah, blah. So next up, that brings it back to Christopher's turn.
I guess I'll rage and just hit it normally now.
Okay. Yep. So just you have to use your bonus action to get your hammer back.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So you can't go into a rage this time.
Oh.
So make
Could I have used it last time or no? I already
No,
used
because since you held your action, you don't have your bonus action to pull it back.
Got it. Okay. So I can just
roll an athletics check to get it back. Yeah, it returns to your hand, and now you can take your 2 attacks. But you are not raging.
Oh, so not raging.
You're not raging, but you can't. You have your helmet, your armor thing back.
Now I'm reckless.
Okay. That is a hit. And most definitely hit. So Christopher just like Thor hammers his hammer back and then just swings it up on the head. That kind of the head just smushes and then reappears. And then the second one goes into the chest, and that same like almost have to like yank it out of the chest. But this thing just took a good amount of damage. So what, 36 points of damage in 2 hits, and that is big. 2 giant hits against this thing as it kind of almost stumbles back. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll talk shit to it in a abyssal.
Hey, you have no clue if its creator spoke abyssal, so.
Clay golem, more like shit golem. Looks like it. Sitting here in the sewers.
Yep. What's your passive perception, Christopher? What's everyone's passive perception? 14?
15.
15? Okay.
15 as well.
That's always, I always love hearing that.
Where do I look for passive?
Bottom
On your sheet.
Right, all the way to the left, bottom.
Ah, yes, 11.
Yes. Well, perfect.
Those wisdom and intelligence is way too low. Gotta fix that.
You gotta just lean into what you're good at. Sometimes you just gotta be bad at stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Blinding Smite.
Okay.
And then hack away at some mud with a sword. That seems like it's gonna be real effective.
Luckily, you have a very magical sword. 29. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so Blinding Smite hits. So another 3d8.
And does it make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
That is a 9 plus 4, 13. What's your spell save?
15.
15. So it is blinded. Cool, my friends. Cool.
And then I'll swing my other attack.
Yep, all hits. I will say with that lightning damage though that sparks off.
Oh no!
You're going to take a little bit of collateral damage from that, and I will say that you will take half of both of that. So 3 and 1. So you take a total of 4 lightning damage. As that feels fair.
Is that both of us? Just because we're both.
No, just him.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was just 2 feet of water, it'd be fine. But this water is like up to your chest.
So 17 plus 14 plus 13.
17 plus 14 is 31. Plus
another 13, so 44.
44 points of damage in that. This thing, like, you joke about clay, like, probably won't do much. You just lop its arm off, but then a new one grows out of it. Just a bit of a smaller arm. But as that happens, you see that the golem starts, like, lets out this mucky scream, and it has gone into its berserk mode. Okay. Felix, your turn.
You said there was a door here. Can I open this door?
There is a door there.
Or is it one of those that has like a...
Oh, shoot. Is it hidden? It has to be hidden because from above, you technically couldn't see it. So it's hidden when you're up there. It's totally visible here.
Yeah, I'd like to open this door.
I'm just going to mark it as locked. It's not technically locked, but it has 5 feet of water pushing against it. So opening...
Jesus.
Opening the door might be difficult.
Okay. I guess in that case, I will come back down this.
And you could try and open it.
Wait,
some strength.
Well, my strength is ass.
I just don't want you. If your intention was to do that, you can open this door.
Then let me try to open it and see what happens.
Okay, I'll say it'll be your bonus action to open it. Just So there's that.
All right. I'm going to make a strength check. I'm going to channel my inner Christopher and Thel since Carrick is not with us.
You're... Yeah.
Strength. I'm probably not going to do it.
I mean, close. Like, you're able to, like, just urge it in, like, a little crack and some water starts flowing out of it, but you just aren't quite able to wrench it open. Hey, that was pretty close.
Okay. And so if I move back down here, I'm above the wall. The wall, I can't see the golem anymore, I don't think.
No, you can. The wall has re-centered itself.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am going to cast... oh god. I'll just Eldritch Blast at this thing.
Okay, so make 2 attacks. Miss.
Why do I get 2? Sorry.
Because you are over level 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that is based off of
full level, right?
Full level, not class level. Because otherwise there would be no point in you casting the spell if it didn't level up. If you were level 1 warlock.
Right,
yeah, that
15.
hits. And this thing, and the force just blows this thing's head apart. There's just a circle in its head that then floops, goes back together. But hey, that's full damage from an Eldritch Blast. Can't complain too much about that. That brings it to the Clay Golem's turn. As part of its berserk, you see it is suddenly moving much faster, and it is going to take 3 attacks now.
It is still blind.
It is still blinded, so they're with disadvantage. But first attack against Christopher. That's a 18. You're muted.
Right, and I have disadvantage too, right? So it's just normal.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, 18.
Yep. Yeah.
That hits. Okay, so you will take 2d10. 4 plus 5, 9 points of damage. Full because you aren't raging. And then it'll take an attack against... It'll actually take its second... No, it'll take the other 2 attacks against Thel. So with disadvantage, that's definitely not going to work. 13, 2, 13, 21 exactly again. So hits you, and you take 16. Oh, dude, that was a very good roll. 16 plus 5 is 21 points of damage. Oh, yeah.
Don't love that.
Yeah, I feel like this is as bad as Thel ever gets.
What is this hitting me thing? Stop it.
It's nice to have something with a +8 to hit. I only have to roll a 13, not like a 20 to hit you. That is going to end its turn, though. And it's just... At this point, you can just see it's just indiscriminately swinging its arms. And I guess, I don't know how you... It definitely looks like from all the hits, it is less big as it used to be. You think that this thing is quite injured at this point.
Since he's blind, can I go around him?
He would still be able to like hear you. So like if you move out of, he can still get an attack of opportunity on you, but you do not have to recklessly attack him because you have advantage on the strike.
Oh, if at the end of his turn he needs to do a DC for the blind, yeah. Constitution saving.
That's a 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay, still blind.
Cool. So yeah, you can rock around him. You just can't.
Yeah, I just want to like kind of get around. Yeah, I'm just kind of can I stay next to him? But
yeah, you can get to right there.
I just want to stay here. Yeah.
2 attacks with advantage.
Nice.
For your talent, Dragon's birthday party starts in 30 minutes.
Yeah, hits.
For your talent,
hits. You could have gone into a rage this time if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm far enough along.
Far enough along. Okay, so that is what, 18 or 28, 30, 31. As you rock around, you rip up into this thing's crotch from behind and just with a hammer bisect it. And then that's what you do. You hit it on the head, it scrunches down to be about like that, and then you come up through the crotch and bisect it, and the thing is just dead, floating pieces of clay in the water. We are running the level 8 version of this adventure, and I feel like we should be running the level 11 version of this adventure after that. So I scaled it down because you only have 3 of you, but then I forget how probably a bit over-equipped you are. Yeah, so you are done and taking a little breather after the fight. Christopher, you would notice this. Anyone with a passive perception of 15 or over would notice this. As kind of the water finishes dripping, looking up at the ceiling, you see this. 1 second.
Fel touches himself in this corner and gets some health back.
How much? Oh, you've healed yourself completely?
I got a lot of lay on hands health these days. It's kind of dope.
Yeah. So if you go to the chat, not the Roll20 chat, but the Slack, this is what you see on the ceiling.
Oh boy, okay. Up, down, down, up, down.
So
down, up, down, up.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah. If you turn on it, yeah. Down, up, up. Down, up.
I would say use how the fact that you know you were correct from the first drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is up. So up, down, down.
I think it's down, up, up. Or I guess, yeah. Top one. Because you have to like turn your head a bit.
Okay. You are now in this submerged place. You have found a door that needs to be opened.
We can go flip the switches now.
You cannot. You are underneath. You are underneath this rotating pillar wall, so you would need to make it rotate in some capacity.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You're kind of trapped underneath that pivoting thing.
Okay. Well, there's a door that I can't open because I am not strong enough. Maybe one of you two can open it for me. Wriggle my way in.
To the door.
1 second.
Captain Planetus, maybe.
We'll use the power of friendship.
1 second. Hold up.
just got a Plex server, so like, and just like way too much storage. So like every time I remember a new TV show, I obsessive.
Yeah.
So
I
Captain
goofed.
Planet's coming now.
I goofed. This door that you're actually at is the one above. The door that you would have noticed down here is this one. 1 second. Son of a bitch. This one down here.
Oh, okay. Let's go open that one then. But it's fine. I don't think it's
it requires the same. It requires the same check though.
Yeah, if it requires the same check, then it's fine. I failed the first one. I would have failed this one. So
yeah.
Let's go open this door down here.
Yeah. So roll an athletics check to open the door.
Not me. Somebody else.
Athletics.
DC 15. Yep. You just take the door and yank it open. And as it opens, the water equalizes. You are no longer in 5 feet of water. You are now in about 2 feet. So it all equalizes across this floor as it rushes through. In fact, as you open it, like you kind of all are pulled about 10 feet. And as you enter that, you find a room that, other than the water that flooded in, the characters open the door. When you open the door, the room appears to be empty. Ancient dust and cobwebs cover the walls and ceilings. Yeah, you're just in an empty room.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, can I
Yeah, people can go in, make perception, investigation, whatever you want to do in this room. It really just does look completely empty, though.
Okay. I'd like to make another investigation check looking for traps.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Stay right here. Let's see. Investigation. Maybe this time I will pass. I doubt it.
Looking around,
plus
you don't
3.
really...
Plus 3.
Oh. No, you don't get plus. That's on saves.
Oh, only on saves. Okay, got it. Sounds good.
Yep. So yeah,
well,
you don't.
Damn.
You don't notice any traps. It's nice. You think that this room actually might be clear.
I don't think that. I just like Felix doesn't think that. To be clear, but he doesn't see any traps, so he's gonna
still leery,
cautiously walk in.
Okay, yeah. So you guys just all kind of enter that. Christopher, as you walk in, and what was your passive perception as well, Felix? Was it 15 as well, or is it 14?
It's 15.
Okay, both of you guys just make perception checks as you walk in as well. If you walk all the way in.
This game.
Yeah, we're doing great. Hey, there's a room.
Yeah.
I will say, this is a nice room. We can set up a nice little cage match when we so we our feature attraction is a big old room after we clear this shit out.
Yeah, it's a big room, 2 feet of water in it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, what I'm going to give you is, because the way that this is described is that, like, if you fail this, there's nothing you can do. So I'm trying to figure out how to get around it. So standing in this room,
Can Carrick
Carrick
up here real quick?
Carrick's gonna come back next week, and we're just all dead.
You just are trapped in water. What I'm gonna say is, with that 9, with your passive perception being so close to what the DC is, like, it just takes a long time. It takes, like, Felix, you're just pissed right now. you're not. Things aren't going right for you today. But Christopher, you just kind of sit and watch, and you just kind of tug at some things on the walls. It just takes a really long time to find like you guys are just sitting in this room for over an hour. Like, you go back to the other room, try to move the swinging thing, but it won't. You try to do other things similar to that, and just nothing is quite working. Let's see.
I did just have a random idea of how we could push that thing up, but I don't know if it would work.
Go ahead if you want to.
If I use my gloves to enlarge and then try and push it up.
I'll say
so.
You are having that idea, right as Christopher also finds what was hidden in this room. Looking up, he sees this wall that, unlike all the listen, maybe finally it dawned on you, you guys light another torch to get a better look.
What a great square room. So beautiful.
A great square room. You see up at about
that's what we're gonna call the arena, the great square room.
The big square room. 30 feet off the ground, kind of right near the top in the left-hand corner, you see a wind suddenly blow out through and move these cobwebs. A big enough gust came through from somewhere up there that actually moved things, that whereas everything else is pretty stuck to the walls. And so up in this corner, you would notice that there is probably an entryway of some sort. Yeah, about 30 feet up in the air. So that's what you got. That
jump
is
up there.
Yeah, you can actually jump up and get your hands up. You can grab things 30 feet above your head, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Make an athletics check just to see how graceful this is.
Majestic. Yeah. Okay.
13. Yeah, it's fine. You kind of get your fingers and scrabble up. Upon getting up on top of here, though, you see another shaft going up. Looking up, you can see another ledge that's about 45, 50 feet up. But luckily, there's a rope hanging there.
I want to climb the rope. Wait.
I'm gonna.
That's above. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm tossing down a rope to get these guys up. I think.
Okay. Yep. So they can climb up. All of you guys standing on this pillar is pretty precarious. So keep that in mind. You'd be in a very tight squeeze with all of you guys up there. So you can throw it down, and maybe if you want to climb up first, or this, that, or the other thing. But if everyone wants to be up there, you can. You're just going to be shuffling. So yeah,
that's fine.
Okay, you guys are all up there on this square. Are you going to climb the rope, or how are you getting it? Are you going to try to get to the top?
I'll climb. I'm gonna check this rope, and I'm gonna pull on it and not trust this rope whatsoever. But very.
Well,
it's a snake.
That has happened to you.
That's happened.
Make a perception check as you go to pull the rope. Nope. You tug on the rope and you hear and the rope falls down. I'll give the other two people since you're all up there, a dexterity saving throw. Save and no. Fel and Christopher, you are both standing there as here. Let's unhide things. Looking up, you hear this slorch sound. Never mind, you can't see T06, but you guys are standing right here. Felix, you like drop down just enough. Or where do you want to go? With a 20, you can go wherever you want to from there.
Where's like the next obvious spot of progress?
45 feet up in the air. So
45.
Your only real option would be to go backwards.
Jesus.
So you like kind of biggest options would be like you could just drop down a little bit onto the wall or however Christopher was helping you guys up, or you could get back down on the floor.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna drop down to the wall. Drop down
To the floor or just on the wall?
to the floor.
Okay, well, we can delete that now. So yeah, you're just standing about here watching as a big ole clear, like almost blue tinted thing of jelly falls from the sky.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Plunk falls onto you, does the 17 points of damage to itself as it falls 45 feet. And you two are or what were the two of yours dex saves? Give me a dex save as well, Christopher. I read this wrong.
Oh, do I see this thing?
I would say you do not see this thing in this case. Okay. You pulled on a rope and are just holding an empty rope on your hand.
That's weird.
So 3 13s in a row.
Yep, a 13 actually saves. I will say you are just hanging on the wall though. Like you're able to like just get down far enough, like hanging there. Fel, this thing lands on top of you and you are completely engulfed in it. You take 6 points of acid damage and are considered engulfed. The engulfed creature cannot breathe, is restrained, and will take some damage at the start of each of its turn. When you are engulfed, the creature can try to escape. You can try to escape each turn by making a strength check. Okay. Roll initiative, everybody.
And back to single digits where I belong.
Oh wow. That's wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Why is 15? What?
Because you get a bonus die to it.
So it had already. rolling bonus? I don't understand. Why 7.1 not red? 15 is.
Because the 7 was actually a 2.
Oh.
I don't know. Look at the formula that's showing and tell me what that is. This thing has a -1 fix, so 14. Okay. Let's go ahead and order that. So first up is not Bell. First up is Felix. You just see this big old blue cube as Christopher like jumped down, is hanging off the side of the wall, and Thel you see just in the center of it, just kind of like shrugging.
Where is the jelly at?
It's 30 feet above you in that corner.
Well, I don't have a lot that I can do, so I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast the jelly.
Okay.
Where are you at? There you are. 15.
Yes, this thing has an armor class of 6.
Great. I'm gonna do it again then.
Perfect. So
Only
6
roll
points of damage.
15s.
It just goes like just kind of does that kind of weird movement, but -6. That will bring it to Christopher's turn. You're hanging there, like it is on top of your fingers, and you kind of feel the sizzle of the acid. What do you do?
I guess I'll drop off. So I just drop down to the bottom.
Drop down and move anywhere, or just stay where you're at right there?
There's no one, it's like fully taking up the platform?
Fully taking up the platform.
Okay, yeah, I guess I drop down. I just want to get in range to, I don't know, try to.
If you go to like the opposite side of Felix, you could throw your hammer.
Can I jump up? And,
Yeah, that is essentially, you're jumping up and throwing it. If you're doing it from against the wall, the angles don't work.
right.
But you have to like take a step back.
Yeah.
But you can jump up and throw.
Okay, that.
Okay, throw your hammer. Definitely hits.
I can't do it twice, right? Range.
This time you can. You can bonus action back. That last time you couldn't, just because you were holding your attack. So you can bonus action to return it if you want.
Yeah.
Yep, and make one more attack. Yep, everything hits. This thing is just wobbling. Actually, that first one was almost kind of scary, Fel, because it punched its way through, like missed your shoulder, and then got yanked back. Which then brings it to the cube's turn. The cube is going to do what the cube does and move its movement of 15 feet and fall the 30 feet onto the two of you. I need you to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. You can see it this time, Christopher, so you can.
All right.
You can. It's going to take 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Who's making dex saves? Me too?
Yep. DC 12.
Don't roll the 5 or lower.
It lands on the ground, so you guys are immediately pushed here. We're here. Thel's in here.
Help me!
And help me. And then it's going to reach out this long, like pseudopod that's just going to try to punch. We'll roll a die. Evens, it's Christopher. Odds, it's Felix. Odds, it's Felix. It's going to try and punch Felix in the face with a +4. 19 probably hits.
Yep.
And you take 10 points of acid damage as you get punched, rocked in the face by this jelly.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke.
Okay. It's going to make its dex save. That's a 7, so fails.
Okay,
so I think it's cast at 2nd level for your racial ability. So 27. Holy shit.
I don't know why it says DC 0 for this.
Holy moly. That's
I got
pretty
two
good
10s.
damage rolls.
That's pretty. It's pretty good.
That's enough.
I took 10 damage.
What does your hellish rebuke look like?
I think he like backs up and just like fire emanates from his fingertips. He's just saying so angry because nothing has been going his way.
Yep.
And so just straight fire from my fingers.
From his fingers. Oh yeah. Well, as you do that, it completely melts the jelly. And the ooze dissipates into the water before you. You do feel that like kind of tingle like on your skin, like lidocaine almost, like it's numbing. But it's gone. And Thel, you did not have to take 66 acid damage.
That's good.
Okay.
Also, glad I healed myself because I would have lived through it, but I would have not if I had just carried my damage over from the last encounter.
Okay, but you did you take your...
I was going to ask you, I think I missed the initial... Whoa.
I think 9 points of damage as it fell on you. I'll say easily enough just for expediency's sake. You guys can climb up into this now. There's no danger. Danger has passed. If you want to get up into T6.
I do wonder, I was going to say, I was going to try and use enlarge while inside of it and see what happened.
Something fun would have.
Yeah. Would have been interesting.
Probably what it would have been is your head was poking out of it, so you're no longer drowning. And then your arms come out and you're just...
I'm wearing it like a Halloween costume.
Yep. Hey, look at that. You guys just fought one of the most famous monsters in D&D. It's a little bit different when you're level 10.
I think it's still pretty fucking dangerous.
It's incredibly, especially in the situation that you guys are at right there, because if it had fallen and engulfed all of you, you all would have tried to escape. All of you, no matter what, would have taken 66 damage. Yeah, that's a nasty trap right there. I don't know how you're supposed to do this with a third level party. That one right there, without a doubt, is not scaled well.
Can I pick up the rope and keep it?
Yeah, you have 50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and using that and using your guys' strength and ability, it's for this group, it's pretty trivial to climb up a lot of this stuff. So I'll just put you all in T6. As you enter this room, ceilings here are 10 feet tall, and inside there are 6 meager sarcophagi surrounding the area. A narrow crack in the ceiling grants some sunlight to the kind of forest before. You think that's kind of where the wind blew in that, originally gave you the idea to come here. But other than that, there is just 6 sarcophagus just kind of lining the area. So what do you do?
Investigate. Perceive.
Okay.
Let's investigate the sarcophagi.
Yeah, so you go ahead and try and do perception, Christopher. So go ahead. You.
I was thinking I'll cast my divine sense as well.
Okay, yeah, using divine sense, and go ahead and roll your investigation. We'll just kind of handle them all at once. Okay, you guys are back on it. You guys have fucked up too many times so far. This room is not getting you. You go around, you like kind of clear the area. Divine sense doesn't pick up anything. Whatever is in these sarcophaguses are dead. No worries about that. Whatever, like going around and investigating each of the sarcophagus, what you kind of notice is that they aren't nice. They kind of seem like maybe these were like where they buried helpers or people that helped construct the place. This is kind of just a like low key burial ground. So a lot of the kind of attention to detail isn't here, and you're putting together that you think that this is totally safe. And Christopher, with your perception, you do notice that the crack in the ceiling you could possibly get out of. It would be quite a bit of work. It's just another way to exit the place. And also that all of these sarcophaguses, and with your investigation as well, can be opened. They're heavy in stone. They're simple, so you wouldn't. It'd be Felix, you don't think you could open one, but without a doubt, the other two stronger people in your party could open it. Because both of you guys have a strength of 20 or higher, right?
I just have 19.
You're at 19. So yeah, Carrick can, or not Carrick, Thel can just flip these lids over by himself. If you had the two of you, you guys could like play frisbee with one. So, what do you do?
Well, when in a room with sarcophagi, I suppose you just open them.
Yep, easy enough. Opening all of the lids.
And I know there's no zombies inside.
Yep.
So.
All of them contain the withered bones, but one of them contains a large stone scepter that is about 4 feet long and weighs about 40 pounds. That is the only thing of interest here.
But I take the scepter.
Are you going to put the 40-pound scepter on your back?
I could, but it'd weigh me down. I don't think I'd be able to climb.
Yeah, I'd say with either one of you, Christopher or Belle, can pick it up, throw it on their back pretty easy.
Sure, I'll take it.
Cool. Yeah, I guess with that, there's not a lot left in this area to discover. And you now need to go figure out how to get out from the upside down room. Unless, is there anything you guys want to do in this room? Or are you good going backtracking? Because Thel seemed to have an idea that he could do.
I think I was in here.
Yeah, so
I don't think
going through those other rooms, it really is just blank. Like what you think that T5 might have been, like now going through it and having spent so much time, was probably like a storage chamber.
No, it's gonna be our
It's gonna be
our fighting pit.
Yeah, you just have this like, once this place is all cleared out, you have Harrow Hall and then like your training grounds.
Yeah.
Go figure this out. You put everything back where it was. Go catch a wild gelatinous cube. That's what I don't know. How did they get a gelatinous cube in the ceiling?
Well, we don't even know who they is. All we know is there's a cackling something.
It's from a long time ago. I might as well. If you want to get a snack, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Hey, Kiso, what's up, man? Did I mute myself? I sure did. Nailed it. Hopefully that was recently. 104. It sure was. Hey, man. How are you? Got a little D&D sesh going on. Quick snack break, though. So you popped in at the dullest of moments, but we're working our way through a little underground complex. An underground complex was just crushed by a giant gelatinous cube. And now we're investigating this little red box. We're under the floor of that. We got to figure out a way to get back up. That's what we're working on. We're just hanging out. Happy Sunday to you, good sir. I probably won't be able to get on today, unfortunately. After this, I have to go do some stuff with the parents and the grandparents.
Ouch.
Yeah, sorry, dude. No Valorant today for me. No time.
Bell, give us your cool idea.
Yeah, so I was gonna try and enlarge myself and see if I could then either push or pull the floor back down or up, whichever clears it easier. And
yeah, I would say so. Enlarging yourself is going to make you tall enough to, you know, probably push it up. So yeah, I would say you're strong enough. You're able to push it up, and like standing like on your tippy toes are able to make a big enough gap for your friends to climb up and scrabble out. And then once they get up there, they can kind of like shove with it to.
Sounds good, Kiso. We'll catch you. I'll be back on Monday for Val. So
you're muted.
Yeah, I was just saying something. Okay, so I've got to open a crack. People could climb up me and jump through, I guess.
Yeah, that's could definitely do that, and then they could probably help you on the other side. So like so you can actually climb out. So ingenuity, that works. So I would say you are all able to. Fell still giant. Some like you have to like hunch down in these corridors because they're only about 10 feet tall. But you are all able to come up to here. Oh, oop, up, oop. You do know that there is still the door on the other side of this. You would just have to be careful to get over there. I guess which side did you guys want to come out on? The side with the door, or the side that you originally came from?
I think the side we originally came from, because we want to try and do the altar switches.
And you would also remember, like, when you going across that floor, it didn't immediately happen. It took like a second for it. So using your knowledge, you know how, like, you think if you ran across it or like went through the middle of it and stayed in like the fulcrum point, you could probably get across it, you know, barring catastrophe and tripping and falling. So yeah, you guys are in the switch room. Are you going to solve the switch problem?
Gonna solve the switch problem. I forget what it was, but
we probably looked at the drawings again when we were back in that room and could see them. Refreshing our memory.
Up, down.
Up, down, down, up, down. Does Felix go in and do that?
Let's try that.
Yes.
Okay. You do that, you're up. And the center, that little altar that was kind of buried in water, begins to lower and lower. The water all around you starts to seep out And let's see. Yes, the altar opens, which then, as that all opens, a secret door opens as well behind it. Uh-oh, do I have a wall there? I have a wall there.
Nothing bad can come from a secret door.
I have to move you to the other side of this wall because I made this map wrong.
Oh boy, more coffins.
Yeah, I don't understand why the map originally had coffins in this one, but not in the other one. So this is T04. This secret crypt is devoid of ornate establishments. Okay, I flipped them around. This is the one with the people that built the place. Is purpose as a resting place for lesser individuals, perhaps the builders or workers on the larger tomb. The water is seeped in, partially submerging the stone slabs that serve as makeshift sarcophagi. While algae and moss clings to the walls, giving the crypt a greenish hue, the air is heavy with a damp, earthy scent, and the only sounds that break the silence are the soft echoes of water droplets and the occasional scurrying of unseen creatures. So, yeah, there's what you would see in the room is all of these sarcophagus are kind of arranged in a circle around the center. Like, seem
Is there
to
anything in the center?
You can't. There's water, about 3 feet of water. You can't totally see in the center, but it does seem placed in the center for a reason.
I'm tossing another bag of tricks trick in, just to see.
I will say that
You're
it's
gonna
just
drown an animal.
We'll see.
I mean, your rat's still technically around.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
The rat's just been scurrying around, swimming.
They swim, right? Yeah.
Yeah, rats swim. They live in sewers.
I'll swim them out into the center. Yeah. See what happens.
There's just a rat swimming in the center of a bunch of sarcophagus.
Okay. Those unseen creatures. Right.
Yep. No, but it's kind of probably other rats that are in some wall or something.
Okay.
Should we open these coffins? Sarcophagi as well? It's a sarcophagi.
It was like a lot of work for like the plebs in the secret under the altar tomb. It's a little weird.
Yeah, you can open them just like the other one. Just push off the stone slabs.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
As you push off the first one, it falls into the center and immediately disappears. And you hear like a couple seconds later a dunk.
Great.
As if there was a shaft in the center of that.
At least we didn't fall.
The water.
Yeah.
Is the water drained out? What's the water situation down here? Is it drained away?
Kind of the same, like all the water that was in that church room with the altar, all drained into here. So you're about 2 feet of water standing, and what you just felt is that as you push that sarcophagus lid off, it went a lot further than 2 feet down into the water. So as you do that and the water displaces for a bit, you see like a perfectly cut circle shaft in the center of all these sarcophagus.
Should we go down?
Looking at these sarcophagus, it's just kind of like the other old skeletal remains.
Should we go down the shaft?
Wait, did we check all of the coffins? Was there anything in any of them?
For sake of expediency, no, there's nothing.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
It's probably wide enough for one of you to go down at a time.
Who wants to go first? I'll go first.
I would say, Fel, you can't even fit in the thing right now.
How do I can go back when I want to, right?
Yeah, you can revert, and it lasts 10 minutes. It's probably been about 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'll revert back.
Yeah, with having to like figure out exactly how to get people up. You
But
can go down.
I have a feeling that makes me tired, like Ant-Man when he gets real big. So I'm not gonna go first.
Just a little lethargic.
I'll go first. It's fine.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? You could only drown.
Yep. So you swim down.
Can I tie a rope to him?
Of course. Christopher
Yeah.
the rope man.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tie a rope to my foot.
Charlie Branson's
Twice.
always got rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pull you back. Yeah. Twice.
Like you can move pretty quick, so you're actually able to, if you're trying to swim, are you just swimming down as fast as you can?
Yes.
Okay. Within 6 seconds, you hit the floor, and as you hit the floor, you feel something like spiky hit your foot. And looking down, you have dark vision. You see this ornate stone crown sitting there next to like the sarcophagus lid that's on the side.
Is it
about 40 feet down?
Okay. Can I remove the crown?
Yes,
Or is
it's quite heavy, but you're underwater, so it's not as heavy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the crown then, and then go back up.
Okay, to make it back up, it weighs about 40 pounds. You are going to
because Christopher's gonna pull me because I'm gonna yank twice on the rope.
So Christopher, Fel, I imagine Fel's gonna help. Both of
Yeah.
you guys make athletics checks to pull.
I love how I can row a 12 and get a 22 on these athletics checks.
Yeah. So with the 22 and a 26, you guys reel it in so fast. Felix is ejected from the water. Like splashing on there. There's this crown just in his like wrapped around his shoulder. It's about like this big around. And you would know this because you saw it earlier. Very much matches the stone scepter.
There's gotta be one. There's some use for this.
Yeah. I mean, make an.
We need to bring the crown to the first door, right? So, yeah.
No, the first door said it needs a key.
Yeah, we haven't found a key yet.
But it says you need to get the key from the buried king.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, there's a couple of hallways we haven't totally investigated yet. So
Yeah, there's at least one more door, and a couple of hallways that we have not gone down.
I would say I am not totally clear about what the hallway to the left of like the one here. I have to move you anyways. What this hallway is for? So I think that's one of the things that's supposed to be like above or below you. I just reading through, I couldn't immediately tell without taking a bit of time. So I would say maybe go to a different. Maybe the other door is the.
Yeah, I think we need to go to the other door because there might be at least one more thing we gotta get.
How do you think you would?
The left hall of T03A we only saw from up above, but there wasn't there down below, right? Is that this hallway?
No, there was not that from down below.
Okay.
That exists for you to jump into in case the thing starts tilting.
If we're here, we need to get to this top here. So I'm trying to visualize and understand how this trap worked. Was it like a like a swivel thing that kind of like swivel down. Yeah, so it's like a swivel.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could theoretically jump to the center and have it be equal, like the equilibrium will not cause us to shift. This is right.
Yeah, walking down the fulcrum point, you should be good.
That's what that hallway is. I got it. Okay.
So, what I'm gonna suggest we do is we jump. Everyone who cannot jump. Everyone can jump here except for Carrick. Carrick's not here, right? Everyone can jump. So everyone can jump to the center. And then we make our way here and then jump to here.
Yeah.
And then we'll make whatever
I'm pretty
checks.
sure Christopher can just long jump the whole thing. He
Yeah,
just has
right.
to be like smart so he doesn't clip himself in the corner.
Parkour.
Yes. You guys all navigate that deftly. This is not a locked door. This is just a door. You can open it.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's go in. See what the hell else we got.
Okay, in here, I need to draw a square real quick. Because I forgot to before. No, I don't need to draw. I do. I need to draw a small square. Actually, I'll just draw it like it is on the map. No, it's just around this. Okay. In here, you see a big, I did it wrong, pit of sand. I think let's get it. A sizable sandbox occupies the heart of this room. Its edges defined by a shallow rim of stone. At the very center of the sandbox rests a smooth, round stone, its surface polished and seemingly untouched by time. Just a few feet away from the stone is a large stone hand emerges from the depths of the sand. Its intricately carved fingers and palm reaching upward as if longing for something beyond its grasp.
Someone give it the scepter.
Yeah.
Fit the scepter in, and as it goes in, the fingers grasp it.
Oh yeah. Where can we put the crown?
I'm preparing
Felix is naive as fuck right now. He does not give a shit. He wants to get out of here. Where can we put the crown? Anywhere? Is there anywhere like or is it just the hand?
There's the hand and also a smooth round stone, its surface polished and seemingly untouched by time.
Okay, put the crown on the round smooth ball.
Yep. Then you hear chunk chunk chunk, and then you just hear this like sound. And after about a minute, all the sand in the pit empties through the gates that have opened on the ground, leading to an 80-foot pit down. Yeah. Hold on.
This guy really liked pits, didn't he?
Yeah, there are lots of pits. Yeah, there's a pit going about 80 feet down.
Okay. Who wants to climb down this time?
Is there anything
down there visible that we can see, or is
it seems like there might be some sort of something to our left. What is that?
Oh, is that not hidden? You should not be able to see this.
All we can see is a hall-ish.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be able to see that hall.
Oh,
I goofed.
I mean, It's not that visible.
Yeah.
The shadowing just kind of breaks there, so I assumed there was a hall.
Yeah. I bet you that there's a hall 80 feet down because this map is impossible.
So, would somebody like to climb down? If
Wait,
not, I will go.
There's no stairs, no anything, just a pit.
Yeah, there you just see down there, it's just a pit. Like you guys can only really see 60 feet of darkness ahead of you. So you can't totally see what's down there, but it's
Can we combine 2 ropes and start with the rat? Start
yes,
with
you
the rat.
can.
Always, yeah.
Yes, you send your it's your rat in a forgotten cave or forgotten tomb is the same as a canary in a coal mine. You send it down, and you hear its little footsteps just like hitting the little bits of sand, just scurrying around. Nothing happens.
All right, I don't know. What's it called? I'll go down. What's it called? Belay? No.
Belay or
What's
repel.
the other one? We can go
Repel.
down. Repel. There we go.
Yeah, you can rappel down. You tie your rope to something in here. You tie it onto the king's scepter, and you're able to climb down easy enough. Getting down there, you do sure enough see a hallway. Heading out towards the west.
Hey guys, there's a hallway heading out to the west.
Yeah, let's fucking go down the hall.
Inside this hall, you are in a, unlike the other ones, a very grand crypt. I think the
Found it.
are on top of each other. A solemn stillness engulfs the chamber, untouched by the passage of time. Layers of dust veil the surfaces, preserving the ancient history within. Murals and carvings adorning the walls depict grand tales now faded with age. At the center stands the centerpiece of the crypt, the king's sarcophagus. Crafted with meticulous artistry, it stands as a testament to the ruler's prominence and stature. The ornate designs and symbols etched into the stone surface evoke a sense of reverence and awe. Cobwebs delicately drape the edges, whispering tales of undisturbed slumber.
I am going to consult the spirits. Is it a good idea to open this casket?
I'm gonna sniff around.
You get the wheel result saying this is a good idea.
Great.
I still want
to. Let's guess augury, right?
Augury or clairvoyance?
Yeah, so augury is woe wheel or woe and wheel. So this is just wheel. There is no repercussion for opening this.
All right. First time.
Every time I see a coffin, I just instinctively sniff to see if I smell undead. So just check it out.
You have not sniffed any undead. So you push it open?
Pushing it open.
You can't push it open, but
sure, why not?
You're trying to push it. You're so close. It's like barely moving, and then Bell just comes and like 2 pinkies it over, which is kind of sad because Christopher's a really strong guy. Yeah. Inside, the king's bones lay withered. His funerary. I can't say that word. Grabs garb long since rotted. In his hands, he holds a single gold key.
Take the key.
You would bet that this key is probably worth about 500 gold.
Take the key. I need it to buy my house.
Yay, you have a key.
How the hell do we get back? Search shortcut to get back.
You do notice a small hallway to the south.
Starts in 30 minutes.
And looking straight up from it, you do see a shaft.
From your
Let's
talent,
go up the shaft.
starts in 30
How,
minutes.
can we climb the shaft?
Let's see. Can he climb the shaft? Yeah, kind of as you walk up to the shaft and start looking up, you see on the wall this written: within the realm where blades are laid, the path of ease brings naught but shade. Yet by the buried king's escort, you'll prevail. To treasures grand, your steps unveil.
We move the casket? Is that what it's saying?
It's saying that this way is dangerous, but it's a shortcut.
Let's just fucking go.
Just going up this?
Yeah, I that's what Felix is proposing, because I don't want to go backtrack through all this other bullshit. But
Hey.
I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys want to do something different?
I just move the casket, see if anything happens by the neat wave kings. That's the thing.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay, let's go out.
Yeah, why not? Nice, Kurt.
Hey, who's going first?
This is just like a vertical shaft. Is that what it is?
It's just a straight vertical shaft that you can climb. If you have climbing gear, you can just climb it. Otherwise, it's going to be successive athletics checks.
Approximate height? Wait, can we gauge it?
You know that you drop down about 80 to 100 feet to get here, so it's about 100 feet up.
How high do the Air Jordans go?
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How do they work? Can I do like a Mario wall jump?
Make a wild acrobatics check.
All right, I'm gonna set people up with. Do we have like a blanket or something? Do like a little fireman's launch.
Yes, you can.
Who's in here?
You need to come down.
It's cool metal.
Full metal, they say.
I know, but I have your earrings.
Okay. So you want them to try and launch you using a blanket?
No, they catch me. Do like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
Okay.
soft landing. Yeah.
So you're gonna start wall kicking?
Do I need to roll something?
If he falls, he might make it all the way up.
Okay, right on. Fucking
Okay.
let's go.
This has to be acrobatics, not athletics. This is
He's Mario kicking it like.
Yeah.
yes.
Wall jump. Yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay. So with your 10, you're able to get your first big 30-foot jump in. You take the first kick off the wall, and immediately as you try to kick off the wall, you feel a plate in the wall shift in, and out of a groove comes a big old spinning blade
Oh.
that slices out towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw as this is coming towards you.
Do I see it?
I would say you are too concentrated on doing your wall jump. You do not see as this thing busts out from behind you. You take .28 points of slashing damage. as this blade sinks into like your rib cage as you're going up. And now you're falling 30 feet. The two of you guys make strength saves to see if you can catch him in this blanket. Oh my lord. You guys somehow managed to catch him, cushion his fall. He doesn't take any falling damage, but did just take a big old blade slice to the back.
What happened?
Just wheezing, yeah.
And then
should we throw the rat up there?
and you hear like you guys did.
I'm gonna make the Mario sound as he falls down a hole.
And you hear like the whizzing of this blade slow down. This was very much like Last Crusade. Only the penitent man will pass. So
there's got to be a way to do this. I really don't want to go all the way back.
Is it that far back to just climb back up this castle and walk around? What I would say, putting it together now, you know that this would lead you to that hallway that with that black square by the tilty room. So
yeah, that's where I want to go.
Okay.
Can I go? Can I try the shaft?
Yeah, so you can start.
Bell said he has some lay on hands to go around, right?
I mean, I did use some of it.
Yeah. Could use just one or so.
Make an investigation check looking up the shaft, Felix.
Okay.
I can give you 12 health.
All right, let's do it.
I got a 1.
Yeah. Looking up it, you still think there's got to be some way and are willing to try.
Yep, I'm willing to try.
Okay, you start climbing.
Get the blanket. Yeah.
And get the prepare the blanket. I grab a rope from Christopher. I tie it to my belt. That way, if there is a way up, I can.
Because we need 100. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 2 ropes from Christopher.
Okay.
That way, if I make it to the top, I will find some way to help them up.
Okay, so you have your second story work. I will say you do the first 30 feet, knowing where that blade was coming out. You do know that there is, you see where the blade comes out. You see where the pressure plate is. You don't know if there's any other pressure plates around, and you're able to bypass that one. Going up about another 30 feet, I'm going to need an investigation check to see if you find, as you're going up this, see if you find any more of these blades. Oh, no. Okay.
Well, hang on. I don't even get to roll acrobatics to see if I like.
Oh, you get to roll your dex save.
All right.
Dex save.
All right. Dex save. Shink.
26. Do you have evasion?
I have uncanny dodge, but no, I do.
This is since it's a save.
Oh wait, no, I do have evasion.
You are able to roll out of the way of this thing as it like you like to scramble up and like hurt yourself. Because yeah, if you succeed on a dex save, you take no damage.
Right? Yeah. I do have it. It's just at the bottom of my features, which
yeah
doesn't come into play enough for that I remember it.
I just can't remember if it's at level 7 or 8 that you get it. It makes sense 7 because 8 is abilities or improvement. Okay. You go up another 30 feet. Make another investigation check.
Surely.
Surely it can't be another one.
I can't.
No, you see where the blade would come out. You see the pressure plate. There's no way of avoiding the pressure plate though. But you think that you could probably maybe do something to disable where the blade comes out.
I don't know if I have anything to like jam it.
You don't have a collection of short swords?
I sure do not.
Christopher can throw you one.
I have 2 daggers, apparently.
Yeah, I would say if you want to stab a dagger in there, it would block it well enough.
Yeah, I'll throw a dagger in there. Sure. One less dagger I have to track, apparently.
Yep. And you did, since you see that, you do that and you touch the pressure plate and you hear it rev up and it just catches and then goes back. And you are able to climb the rest of the way to the top of the shaft. And you are now standing.
Feels like very much like Home Alone 2. I've reached the top. Okay, is there anything I can secure a rope to?
Now seeing this, you do see like against the walls, like surrounding this kind of area carved into it, are a whole bunch of kneeling people with their heads cut off.
Cool. So we could, well, whatever. Cool. Can I set? Is there
all of the sand stuff in that? You would have just had to go do this twice. Okay. Throwing the rope down. And calling out to where that happens, I'll say we spent enough time here. You guys are able to climb up. Felix tells you where the second blade thing is, and that it seems like plugging it up will solve the issue. So if you have 2 more things to plug into these holes, you guys can climb up easily enough.
I get some short swords to spare.
Okay, all climbed up. You guys are all at the top now. I don't know if you could actually go to that wall. So
let's go open the fucking door.
Yeah, and easy enough. You're able to. You climb up the other shaft. You realize that you're at one point we're probably like 300 feet underground.
Yeah, this place is gonna fucking rule for our hideout.
Yep. So you guys are at the door. You enter the key.
Yeah. Enter the key and let's see what awaits us. Another fucking trap.
The name of this adventure is The Trapped Tomb. So this is what, T9?
No matter which way we go.
Okay. The air as you open the musty door has a musty odor, and a layer of yellow mold coats every surface, lending an eerie presence to the chamber. Yellow mold covers the walls, floors, and ceilings of this chamber. Yeah. I would say as you see this, someone make a nature check. If you're trained in nature, go ahead and make a check.
Oh, Jesus.
More like the tomb of shitty rolls.
It is the tomb of shitty rolls. I'll let one other
column in the shitty rolls. Yeah.
I'll let one other person roll it as well. I thought that we had 2 people trained in nature.
My nature is a +3, so what's your nature, Del?
0.
Alright.
Oh, look at that. You're Christopher, you're like, yes, yellow mold's all fine. I remember that's not one of the bad molds. And Felix stops you. He's like, no, that is very much one of the bad molds. And remembers that it does like puff out, like how it pollinates is like on contact, it'll puff things out, spores that are very unhealthy to ingest, but any amount of fire put on it will cause it to retreat.
Cool.
So, which way?
I could firebolt
What's
it.
the
Like,
what's the mayo jug? Does that have any like hard liquor?
Yeah, it can produce
the alchemy jug.
The alchemy jug.
Yeah, it can produce liquor.
In the bag of holding that we don't have.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
Oh, yeah. It's on Chris. It's on Carrick.
Oh
It
man, I was
disappeared.
gonna fire breathe.
The bag of holding in general is a little OP, but having your team member that carries it all the time disappear into another world is not ideal.
Yeah. You were saying you could firebolt it. You could just walk and firebolt a path. Like
Cool.
each firebolt clears out a 5-foot path. So just going slow and steady, you're able to do that. Which way do you go? Speaking of, in this,
You want to go down, left or right?
I throw the rat in one
which direction?
left.
This is the most abused rat we've ever used.
Oh, we've abused some animals.
I know, but I think this one's taken the most abuse because like
Um,
usually it's like a one-time thing.
So the rat just walks
Over and
forward
over.
and just waits for a patch to open of the yellow moss and just walks forward a bit. But just seems that you don't immediately hear anything attacking it or anything like that.
Let's go left.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself down to that room down there.
Shink.
Yeah, so you see, as you enter this room, a hallway going down this way to something with 6 life-size statues of ancient dwarven warriors. They stand in a row down the length of the hallway. They are also covered in yellow mold, and they curiously have 5-inch diameter holes tunneled into their heads.
Is this like a
When I shoot an arrow
Odyssey
through their
sort of
heads
thing? Okay.
with my crossbow.
Yeah, this feels like an Odyssey sort of thing. We need to shoot something through the thing. Let's go check in the other room, see if there's a bow that we have to fire through it.
Do you guys do any more investigation of the statues, or are you just leaving?
I mean, I think we gotta shoot something through their head or put something through their head, but I don't know if it's an arrow.
You would notice that, like looking through the first one, there is no definite like line straight through.
Oh, okay.
But in doing so, you would realize that the heads can turn.
So we got to turn all the heads the right way.
Turn all the heads the right way. So
maybe we go up to the other side. So maybe we go up the other way and see what's up the other way.
What's up there?
See if there's anything helpful. Chink.
Oh, and you would have also seen at the other end there was a door, all the way to the past all those dwarves standing there. Essentially, like dwarves all standing down the center, and then a door at the end. So, okay. As you come in through here, the air carries a noxious odor of bile, assaulting your senses and intensifying the already unsettling ambiance. In the pitch black void, you can barely make out a large well at the center, its contours barely visible.
Smells like
a rat down the well.
Yep, and you throw the rat down the well.
Yeah, let's just end its misery.
Yeah. You hear for the first time after all of this, the rat squeaks, screams, and then it's silent. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Sort. Oh, I can't click you. Where'd I send you, thing? Roar! As you are all standing around trying to see what happened to your rat, this cone-headed like creature busts out and roars at you all, and it rolls absolutely dog shit initiative and gets a 4. So, what would you all like to do?
Come up here.
You see, it has 6 large tentacles, 1 central gleaming eye, and this mouth of teeth that are just giant. So, what is this thing's movement? Oof. Okay. What are you gonna do, Felix? You're up first.
One sec. Okay. I'm gonna move over this way, and then I'm gonna fire bolts at this thing.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Here's my sheet. And you're not attack. Where are you? There you are. Chink.
Nice. This thing blasts into the side of it and goes. And I guess I would say, were you attacking its core or its
eye?
Its eye. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I will say each tendril can be attacked. It takes that damage. I'll tell you what, it barely took that damage. But it seemed to take, and the eye closes for a second, and then like it's almost like it switched around to the backside of the eye, as it's kind of like a different, like it was a yellow color, now it's a red. And that brings it to Christopher's turn.
I'm gonna rage for destroying my rat that I totally didn't think would ever take any damage. I guess I'll just swing at it. Reckless.
Okay. Hits. And that does not hit. I think that is the first time Christopher has missed something in decades. Yeah, so it takes... Oh, but you are raging now, right?
Yeah.
So another 3 damage or another 2 damage?
Oh, I turned it on. That's weird.
Oh, it turned on. It was on for the second strike, but not the first one.
Oh, weird.
It takes minus... How much is that? Minus...
17, 20?
20. Yep, it goes again, like scrambles around, and it's just like taking it in its surroundings now with its one eye. So it's kind of like whipping around. You see these 6 tendrils just like kind of slashing about that you almost have to like duck under. Fel, that's your turn.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've asked you this before. I've got Bane and Hunter's Mark, and one is an action and one is a bonus action, but I can only cast 1 spell a turn, right? Okay.
So Hunter's Mark would be the bonus action, and then Bane would be the action. But yeah, you can only cast 1 leveled spell per thing.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with Bane.
Okay. That is a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, charisma saving throw.
Doesn't have good charisma. That's a 10. So it has Bane, so it'll take minus a d4 to every single one of its things. Any bonus action or movement?
And then I'll just move up, I guess. Yeah.
Up to it. Okay. It is now going to take its very long turn. It's going to make 6 tendril attacks. I'll just say 2 on each of you. The first 2 are for Felix. That is a 17 plus...
That hits.
Plus 10, or no, 17.
17 hits.
Plus 10, minus a d4. Yes, it hits no matter what. You take 6 points of damage and are considered grappled. And while you are grappled, you are restrained and have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. This thing wraps around you and...
How far is that thing's reach?
60 feet.
God damn. Okay. Not that I'm trying to think, like, I just am curious because shit.
The next up is Christopher.
Can I use that? It attacked. Can I use it?
Yes, you can do a sentinel attack on him.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that hits. Does another 26 points of damage. The next 2 are against you, Christopher. Does a... Does a 17 and an 18 hit you?
Armor class is 17.
Yep, so both of them hit you. So you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of bludgeoning damage halved to 10 or to 5 or 6. And you are also grappled, but you're grappled by 2 of these tendrils. And then last is on Phil. Neither of them wrap around Fel. Fel goes pew pew pew, and knocks them both off. It is then going to use its real ability, although it's already reeled. Christopher's already right next to it, to move you directly next to it, and it's going to make 1 bite on Christopher, who is the one that has been attacking it the most. That is a 14 plus 10. No matter what, it's going to be over 17. And you take... Oh my gosh. $32 damage reduced to half, so 16, as those big old chompers come and bite straight down on you. And that ends its turn. It is now your turn, Felix. Because you are grasped by one tendril, you do take 5 points of damage at the start of your turn. Oh, we lost him. He died. I feel like this might be one of the few times you guys are actually going to have to stop and take a short rest somewhere. Something that you guys never do. A game mechanic that's so rarely used.
I think I definitely wanted to when we were doing that like encampment thing. But it was like so time pressure that it wasn't. I was scraping by for a long time.
Yeah. Well, until we get Jake back, we can go ahead and just Christopher, you can go.
So just attack him, yeah.
Yeah, just take you are doing these with disadvantage though.
Okay, so just regular then?
Yeah, if you're gonna do reckless, then you Yep, hits. And does not hit. 2 misses against 1 creature. That's 16. This thing is absorbing these hits pretty well, but you definitely know it can't take much more of this. Which then makes it Stell's turn.
I haven't done this enough times. Can you have 2 concentration spells up at the same time? Just one.
Just one.
Okay. Bonus. Nope, not as a bonus. Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll just hack and slash at the squid thing.
Hack and slash. Does not hit. We are in uncharted territory. That one does hit. It does a palpable slice up on it. Are you attacking? Like, I guess I should ask you. You can attack one of the tendrils to make it ungrasp somebody. It doesn't do damage to the core monster, but you could have Felix ungrasped, or are you attacking the main thing?
Probably just the main thing.
Okay.
It didn't let me divine smite.
Oh, you can't press the button.
I clicked it and it says no ability was found.
Oh. Okay, I have to fix it. Go ahead and, yep, but you just want to do your divine smite, so rules would be what spell level do you want to do it on? Do it at?
2d8 for first spell, 1d8 higher for each. Okay. What do I have available here? I'll do level 3, so I'll do 3d8.
It would be 48.
48?
It starts at 2 plus another 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jesus criminy. Okay, this thing is looking rough after that strike from that. We just skipped you, Felix, since you were gone, but it's your turn now. Okay. You are still grappled and restrained by this thing, so any attack rolls have disadvantage. You can try to escape with a strength check, but they also have disadvantage.
Does this thing have any kind of language?
Undercommon.
Right. I am going to use my awakened mind to try and communicate with this thing to have it let me go.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
It'll make a. I'll say it'll make a charisma save for this.
And I've got to. Yeah, we're hitting 2 o'clock here. I have to bounce. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's just we're gonna fight this thing and then be done. So, and I don't think it will kill you.